Hey world, 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. is inspired by me and sponsored by the Kingdom College, preparing you for life. The college that teaches you life skills, business skills along with academics. I am Deepak here and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of it because I work as worship. There's a very useless word. That is the word, useless, which I don't believe in. But it is there in the dictionary, so it's there in the English. That it's there in the language. I strongly believe useless word is actually useless. I don't know what you think about it, but I think useless word is very useless because there's nothing called useless in life. The actual spelling of useless should be USEDLESS, useless. Because God doesn't create junks. If God has created, and out of that creation something else has been created, it can't be called as useless. Now, what you can say it is useless. A lot of people say these people are useless. I think we are not using them properly or they are used less. Maybe their potential, maybe their services, maybe their talent may not be in the right place. If you make Sachin Tendulkar play football or rugby, everybody will say he's a useless player. You're using him in a wrong place. You use him in cricket. He's the best thing in the world that happened. So there's nothing called useless. So anything, for example, this mud may be useless to few of them, but is useless to somebody else. Useful to somebody else. Somebody's waste is somebody else's raw material. You never know. Even they are called as that kabadi walas, the scrap dealers. They have livelihood only out of the waste. Things that have become useless to us or to the people, to the companies, to the corporates, to the world, to the factories have been bought by the scrap companies, and out of that scrap they make money. And I know people who are dealing in scrap have a very organized, institutionalized business models where they make millions and millions every year. So nothing is useless. Even our shit is useful to somebody else for something else. So this thought process that we have, that this is useless, that is useless, I think it has to be properly understood that nothing is useless, it is used less. Even if it is human being, I think that if things itself are used less and they are useful, I think we're talking about people, human potential, talent, God made, how can that be useless? A lot of people say today's youth is useless. Really? But they are the future. Yes, we can say they are used less or the talents are not used properly. They're using them for God knows what. And that is what is the problem here. That is one part of my discussion today with all of you on 9 minutes motivation. Other is very simple. um, I have a little finger. All of you also must be having a little finger. Except for using this, we don't use this finger. It's useless. But it's not useless, right? We don't use it. So the other part of my discussion is what you don't use, you lose. It's a very simple understanding about life. Because I'm a right-handed, I don't use my left hand, I'm losing the power of my left hand. I don't have enough power in my left hand. The way I can strengthen my fist with right hand, I may not be able to strengthen the same feeling I don't get when I do the fisting with left hand because I have not used my left hand. Because I've not used my left hand much, I don't have the mastery the way I have with my right hand. I find it difficult to even eat my simple food with my left hand because it is a struggle for me. It's not that my left hand is useless. I've used it less, and because What you do not use, you lose. I do this strength coaching of people, and I have been astonished to see the kind of strength they are born with. But when I see their practical life and the kind of talents they are born with, the strength they are born with, it's not matching. Reason is not that they don't have the strength. They have the strength. It has been there in the strength coaching report. I see they have that strength. But because all these years they have not used the strength, they lost the strength. What you do not use, you lose. It's as plain and simple as like that. I have seen people who have problem solving abilities, but I see they don't solve any problem because the report says it has been diagnosed that you have this amazing strength called problem solving. And I say these people are filled with problem, and when the problem comes, they become cranky and they just go everywhere asking for solution and help. And I said, but you already have. This means you have a weapon with you and you're not using it. It's going to get rusted. What you do not use, you lose. So I think one of the very important thing which we all have to do is see, without using it, it can't be sharpened. It can be anything. I have communication. Communication is my strength. But if I do not use it regularly, it is not useful to me. It will become useless to me. Only by using it regularly, practicing it regularly, implementing regularly, that will become useful to us, and that will become our strength, maybe a skill, maybe a talent, whatever it may be. But if you do not use what you have, a lot of people, because they are lazy. Okay, you are lazy. Laziness can be such a virtue because it has led to some amazing invention. Remote control came from where? People who are lazy saying who will get up from the sofa and go and switch off the TV or switch on the TV and keep changing the channels here. So they invented one. The laziness can be a virtue. You can use your laziness to your benefit. That's kind of intellect. But that thought process is what I wanted to all of you to know and share. Ask yourself this question. When you see something, anything is useless, ask, is it really useless or you are not using it? Or it has been used less? Because it is used less, it looks useless. Ask yourself how else this can be used. This I have, or this person I have, maybe I'm not using in a proper direction or proper role or proper plan or proper role, a proper objective in a proper place. I think I need to reorient. I don't know what it is, but I think the thought process should be nothing is useless in life. The moment you think this is useless, ask yourself, is it really useless or I'm using it less? And what you don't use, you lose. I know a lot of people have lost me because they're not used me enough. If you have some resources in your organization and you don't use them enough properly, you lose them. That which you do not use, you lose. And nothing is useless in life. It can be maximum useless. Because it is useless, that does not mean it has become useless. I think it's our block in the mind, our immaturity, or our inability to see the usefulness of what it is in life. Because 1% waste is somebody else's raw material, and from that they create something amazing. Best out of the waste is the concept we have heard multiple times. So nothing is useless in life, my guys. Everything is either useless or you're not able to see the utility value of that thing. And what you do not use, you lose. So please start using your talents, your strengths, your potential, your ideas, whatever you have, start using it, and that will become a strength to you. With that belief that none of us are useless, we are only used less. Pray to God, God use me enough and make me even more useful than what I am right now. Let's start this beautiful day. Here we go. So guys, go set and grow.